Supergirl. So, this gonna probably freak you guys out. Maybe not. But I watched this movie last night. And I was gonna go to the theater and watch this movie. And I decided to not go at the last minute. But this was one of those movies that I wanted to go see this year. So what I did was I said, well, I'm not gonna go see it, but I'm gonna buy it on digital. I decided to buy it on digital. So I well, obviously after it played the weekend, man, it was just YouTube. It's just it's just and that, and it's just horrible, and it's just and that, and rah and stuff. And yeah, I heard it did terrible at the box office. I guess it just did terrible at the box office. I'm talking terrible. I guess it's the worstest movie. They probably say it's this year, probably or something like that. So I was like, wow. I said to myself, well, maybe I shouldn't have, seen the movie. I'm glad I didn't see it. But still, there was this little thing inside my body telling me, Vic, you need to go out and try to see why you wanted to go see this movie. And I said to myself, when this thing comes out on digital, I'm going to go ahead and buy it on digital, which, it's a little expensive buying it on digital, right? So I decided to buy it, and I waited a day, and I said, I'm not going to watch that movie. And so I waited a day, and then the next day I come home, and I said, man, Vic, you need to watch that. You done dropped when you buy a movie digital like that, it's like $24 and some change. I think he spent like $26. But so I decided to watch it yesterday. And so I started playing while I was eating my dinner yesterday, right? So I was in the kitchen. I was watching on my Alexa TV in the kitchen. And I said, okay. And then, my expectations was very low. I heard real bad things about Jason Momoa's character, and fight scenes were terrible, and this, and that. And I was like, dang, man, what the hell? And so I was like, this is crazy, man. I was like, so I said to myself, well, it's good that I didn't go see this movie. So started watching last night. Turned it on. Started watching in the kitchen, eating my dinner. Kept watching. And I kept watching. And I kept watching. And I kept watching. So finally, man, I got done eating my dinner. I put it on pause, washed my plates, put it up and all that kind of stuff. Cleaned up the kitchen, made sure the kitchen is spotless, and then I decided to go in the other room and start watching it. So this is when everything's done. I got my lunch packed and all that. But anyway, so I decided to sit in this room and start watching the rest of it, right? So I'm watching it, and I'm watching it, and I'm watching it, and I'm watching it. And I said to myself, okay, so I'm still watching this movie, and I'm like, not like feeling what most people feel. Maybe I'm just an odd man out. So I kept watching. Then I kept watching. I'm waiting on all this stuff that all the YouTubers, 98% of YouTubers they all just like, I think they all eating out of the same trough. And I was like, okay. Now, is this movie a Spider-Man level? No, obviously. Spider-Man is Spider-Man. Supergirl is Supergirl. Superman is Superman. Batman is Batman. I'm so sick of people comparing these movies to each other when they ain't got not one damn thing to do with each other. Seriously. You just make a movie. They made this movie and they took a chance. It didn't land with a lot of people, right? So it was time to go to bed. I said, dang, man, this movie's long. So I had like 28 minutes left when I paused it. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll watch it and fall asleep. So I went to bed, and, I turned to, I played the rest of it while I was laying down. And I was trying to fall asleep. And next thing I know, I finished this movie. So, in closing, no, this is not that bad of a movie. Damn. Golly, boy, everybody's a freaking critic. Now, you're probably saying, well, you're talking about the movie. That makes you a critic. No, that does not make me a critic. I am not a critic at all. You got to go to, You gotta get some training to be a critic, man. I just got a YouTube channel and I'm just like telling you guys how I feel about the movie. I was looking at Jason Momoa and I was trying to see if his character got on my nerves. It didn't get on my nerves. I was trying to see if that little girl was getting on my nerves. Nope, it did not get on my nerves. I was trying to see what was wrong with that girl, Miley Oculus. I was trying to see what everybody didn't like about her. Didn't bother me again. So I was like, okay, so what about this movie? Now, what I will say, am I going to give this movie what do you got, 5 stars and 4 stars or something like that? I give this movie I give it 3. I give it 3 on the Victor scale because my name is Victor. I give it 3 on the Victor scale. Now, a lot of people look at stars and they go, damn, that's only got 3 stars, man. I don't know about that. That means it's okay. So, the part where she was like being shipped off because her mom and dad was dying from radiation, her mom died before her dad, and everybody was dying of radiation poisoning and all that kind of stuff. When she went in the ship and she, wanted to stay, she wanted to die with her family. I heard everybody on the YouTube platform say how horrible that was. I heard everybody say this guy was bad. And I was like, and they said Pluto got on their nerves. I was like, I guess I'm just wired. That girl right there, nobody seemed to. I'm like, damn, this movie sucked, man. You know what I'm saying to myself. But I'm here to tell you, I can watch this movie right now over again after I watched it last night. So I apologize, y'all, for being so different. Because I didn't see anything wrong with this movie at all. No, it is not Spider-Man Brand New Day. But why would you compare it to Spider-Man Brand New Day? Why? Why? I enjoyed the heck out of Spider-Man Brand New Day. It made $1 billion in 7 days. That's an amazing feat. This movie right here sucked. It lost money. Okay, oh well. But I really need to not. I told y'all before, man, some of y'all who really listen to this channel, I told you guys, man, I'm tired of YouTube, man. I can't handle it no more, man. It's just negative on top of negative. I seen a YouTube thing the other day where it said Spider-Man Brand New Day made way more money in all the DC movies that was put out in the last 3 years or something like that. And I looked, I said, what in the world? Why would they even? Okay. But I guess it's a way to get clicks. But I noticed there was a lot of YouTubers that did the same thing. They all rode with it. Spider-Man Brand New Day made this much more money than Supergirl and Superman and Batman and all that. I am y'all know who follow me on this channel. I am Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. Apparently he's a lot of people's superhero. I can relate to him. But I just never looked at Superman and Supergirl and Batman and all that and made comparisons. You got DC and you got Marvel, Sony. So yeah, that's about all I got. I want this to be 6 minutes. I'm just surprised that it's just look, you guys, I'm telling you straight out, no, this is no, oh my God, it'll blow your socks off. And yes, I get it why people don't like this movie. But man, I watched this movie all the way through, and I can literally watch this movie back over right now. I ain't, because I'm playing a video game. But anyway, you guys, that's all I got. I just, like I said, man, on a finer note, I didn't hardly play YouTube today. I didn't hardly play YouTube yesterday. And I literally been praying to God that I'm going to really try to back off on YouTube because it's just starting to get to be too much. It really is. And I like YouTube. I'm not sitting there hating on it. It's just, I get it, you guys. You talk about a lot of doom and gloom. You talk about a lot of this and a lot of that can get clicks, man. And that's what it's all about. And I get it. But when you try to do stuff that I do, you're not going to get that many clicks because it's kind of boring. It's kind of like, yeah, okay, dude, I hear you, but whatever, okay. Because there's no drama involved. So no, this movie is okay in my book. And I ain't gonna lie, I liked it so much I'm buying it on physical to go with my, yeah, I said it, my Superman movie. And yeah, these movies are nothing like, like whatever whatever you're wanting out of a movie. I think with me, you guys, folks out there, I think I'm still that little kid that my mom used to give me money, and I lived in this little small town, and I would run down to this little theater, and I would watch movies, and I was just so excited to watch a movie, and I think I'm still that guy. I'm just not that one that sit in a damn theater, man, and just sit there because I got a YouTube channel and try to be this nitpicking whatever. And I get it. All due respect to anybody that don't like this movie. I get it. But I like the movie. So yeah, there you go. Supergirl.